Don't forget going out, yeah?
Steve, down here at Jimmy Egan's Boxing Academy with your latest champion, Courtney McCarthy. Courtney, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
Steve, you've told me a lot about Courtney. In fact, I know a little bit about her. I've filmed her a few times. And I've just reviewed the footage and she is as good as you said, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, mate. She is. And even more now she's on it properly.
Well, I mean, what was it, 8 months out, 10 months out?
Yeah.
You dragged her back into the gym for 6 weeks and she goes and wins a national youth tournament in her first year as a youth, which is hard to do.
Yeah, she gave 18 months away to one of the girls, didn't you?
Yeah.
And about 10 inches in height.
Yeah.
And she was a southpaw, but she dealt with it okay, even though it was her first fight. So it was probably April last year.
Courtney, I mean, I'm not being funny. I wouldn't actually know that you was a lady because the way you box, you're nasty. You're like a little Ricky Hatton. She's a spiteful young lady, aren't you?
She's a lovely girl, but when that bell goes, she's different.
You showed that, I mean, hopefully you're going to send it over, I can overlay a little bit, but in the, so you're just non-stop, you never have to do.
Yeah.
In fact, I have got you against another girl. You got beat, it was a few years ago, it must have been 2013, one of the first times I videoed you, against another champion who won in the same year as you, Chloe Watson. She's from Venture ABC in Birkenhead, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's very similar to you, both are very aggressive, but she's a dedicated girl. She's been in the gym every single day since that fight as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a big thing going it for really, like, I've been out doing stuff there what, you know what I mean, people do on the streets what I shouldn't have, but now I've come back in the gym, which it's on for Steve who's brought me back in the gym and that, and if it weren't for Steve, like, I wouldn't be here now where I am and I've won this, but I'm just glad to have won it, and after 6 to 8 weeks of training, I didn't think I'd get here, to be honest.
Well, a little bird told me he's knocking at your door in the morning, he's getting you running. It's something that you've never done before a fight.
No, never. I'm not going to lie to you.
And then I fell down the grid when she said that. I was running, said, you know what, to be truthful, I never thought running was that important to boxing.
No, I didn't, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, when we did running with the gym and that's about it, that's all I did, that was my lot, but I said to Steve, didn't think it was that important, and it's pushed me on now, just running. Literally just a part of it has pushed me on to get this fitness what I've got now and to fight the way I have now. And
well, hopefully you're going to take this on to next levels, bigger, better things. Has she been picked or is she about to be told?
She's going to the European selection squad, yeah. It's going weekend to
does she go to the Three Nations as well?
Yeah, she's in the Three Nations, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is April.
And you're a 15 fight novice?
Yeah.
And a champion, a national champion.
I know.
Crazy, isn't it? But I understand why now. I'll put some of the clips on there, and very, very impressive. I mean, it must give you great encouragement, because this man told me a couple of years ago as well, he told me this. He thinks you were one of the best fighters he's ever come through the doors in this place.
Yeah.
And for him to give you that encouragement when he said that about a tall, skinny 18-year-old kid, he said this kid's going to be a world champion one day, and that was Tyson Fury. It must give you great encouragement.
It pushes me on as well, like, he said it to me since literally the day of through the gym doors, he just said, there's something about you, do you know what I mean, which it's meant to hear, to be honest, and I've not really figured it out until 2 months ago. Well, obviously I figured it out and that, but fully went now I'm on it and that, literally 2 months ago, because I've only been here 8 weeks properly training, and now I've figured it out. It's just my head's just set to boxing now, and I just can't wait for the future.
Your head movement, your footwork. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, how do you get that good in 15 fights? I don't understand it.
It's natural. She's got it in her. Even though none of her family's ever done it, and I don't know. She's balanced. She's got rhythm. She's powerful. She's fast. She loves her training, even though she skipped it in the gym. She always trained hard, but never done outside the gym. Now she's doing the outside training, which is massive. And when the bell goes, she loves the fight. She loves being in there, and that's part of it. Because people train and spar and blah blah, and when they get in, they shrink a little bit. She doesn't, she grows.
Yeah.
I got told this girl she boxed the other day was a monster, really powerful, this, that and the other, changed his coach from Repton's opinion on women's boxing when they seen her, and I thought, Jesus, Courtney's got an hard fight. She boxed on the Saturday, beat the tall southpaw girl, which is the first time she's done 3 threes, and she had to box again the next day against this so-called monster of her opponent, I thought, and I just thought, oh, Jesus. Anyone that was there, she's done a number on her. She really done a great job.
You show me the clips.
Done a great performance there. She could have done another 3 threes.
I just felt, to be honest, when I got in the ring and obviously from nerves and that through the day before, do you know what I mean, boxing on the Saturday, thought, oh, she's fresh, do you know what I mean, she looks quite like she's going to come in at me and all that, which she did, and she was strong, but do you know what, it switched on me. I thought, it's whoever wants it more in the ring, do you know what I mean, if she wanted it more, she would have got it.
You've seen that belt, didn't you?
Yeah, I seen the belt and I thought, that's mine, I want it.
Well, what made you, I mean, you were telling me before, it was a chat that Steve had done coming into your school when you were, what, 10 years old?
About 9 years old or something, and he come in the primary school, which is only over there, Benchill Primary, and he come in with, was it
Macaulay and Kofi Yates?
Yeah,
Macaulay McGann and Kofi Yates.
He was doing some pad work and that in the little assembly hall with Macaulay and Kofi, and I was sat down as you do, you know, primary school kid and that, and I just watched him, and it was something there that I thought, what a go at there, and I just come to the gym and then tried it out, and then something that I wanted to do.
Did you speak to Steve on the day, or did you just turn up at the gym on the nights you know it was open?
I mean, my mum already, like, obviously my mum and that's knew you from, didn't they, from like little age and that, so like they already knew each other and all that, but my family's knew his family, but I think I did speak to him, didn't I, in there, and I said what days is it on and that, and like, I am interested, but, and then I ended up coming and that because he told me what days, and then I enjoyed it, and that's what just set my head.
Obviously, that was before Nicola Adams had won the Olympic gold, so practically
before any woman really had done much, you know.
So what made you, I mean, were your mum and dad scared about you doing this, or were they happy about you doing this?
Mum's still scared now.
Yeah, my mum,
The mum don't go, mum hates it.
Yeah, she supports me, like, and she's proud of me, like, you know, as a mum is, like, she couldn't be more supportive, but she's one there that I'll sit on the phone, like, at her own house, you know, and she'll say, has she won? Do you know what I mean? And then whereas my dad will come on pushing me on and that, where my mum's still scared now, so which I don't blame her in it. I'm a daughter at her, but she's proud of me at the end of the day, ain't she? So that's all I can ask for her.
Well, Courtney, it's been a pleasure coming down here, and absolutely so chuffed for you for that. And all I can say is good luck for the 3 Nations.
Thank you.
And hopefully get picked for the European squad. And I'm looking at a future star, I think.
I think so. If you don't break hard out and leave,
I'm not going, which I'm not
just throw it all away. That's all not, eh?
No, I'm not.
You need to stay now.
That's all not. I told you.
Yeah.
Stick with it. You're going all the way.
Yeah. Sticking with you as well, because I couldn't ask for a better coach. And I'm not just saying that. I couldn't ask for a better coach.
Well,
I'll just give her some money for that.
Courtney, I think he's proved that because over the last 12 years, you are the 25th national champion that he's had. So it's not doing. He must be doing something. Not just me, though, is it? No. Well, we're going to talk about that later on, aren't we?
But team
Courtney, absolute pleasure, and good luck for whatever comes your way. I'm sure you are going to be the new Katie Taylor of British boxing, or Nicola Adams, or whoever you want, because I think you're more like Katie Taylor because you're aggressive little thing and a joy to watch. So good luck and take care. And Steve, a pleasure as always, mate.
Cheers, Lee. Thanks, mate.